Did you know that Ghana's Ashanti kingdom created the world's first computer network 4 years before America?
Hey darlings, and welcome back to another episode. So, information reaching me is that Ghana was the first country, to produce ever invented internet, like the internet, and all the way from the history of Ashanti. We're going to take a look at how it all happened briefly, and as well as other interesting video updates of what it is for Ghana as the Ashantis with a great king and every memory you can ever imagine going on with the king and the good people of Asante, right? Yes, let's quickly take a look at this video. Watch patiently to the end, and at the end of the day, I will come back to sum it up. Let's watch.
Did you know that Ghana's Ashanti kingdom created the world's first computer network 4 years before America? In 1965, classified British documents revealed something shocking. The Ashanti had built a communication system connecting over 200 villages instantly using talking drums. Royal drummers encoded messages in binary-like patterns that traveled faster than telegraph systems. Each drum beat represented data, creating a sophisticated network across 500 miles. IBM executives secretly studied these drum patterns, realizing they had discovered something revolutionary. But when British engineers saw the potential, they panicked. This African technology could change global communications forever. On a cold morning in 1969, British military forces struck. They burned every drum station across the kingdom while Ashanti elders watched helplessly. Centuries of technological knowledge vanished in flames. Years later, Silicon Valley companies patented communication protocols that directly copied the suppressed Ashanti drum codes. The first internet was African, but the world was never allowed to know.
Hey. I say, go Bosumana. What the fuck?
Bro, no, I am not swana hinja yet, no be German. I'm footing a na be the beer.
Bonana say today, bonana day.
Otumfo nane o say titwe awon fefa o da beje mu ai kasana maritie wa ma humi so na sentimental wachi to me daddy o my hu fefe se e bi di da bi echi.
Mr. President Mahama, dear colleague, dear friend, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana has always been very present in Germany. You have a strong diaspora, especially in Hamburg and the Ruhr area. Your countrymen and women, many of them citizens of Ghanaian descent by now, have left impressive footprints in German academia, in the cultural space, and in German football stadiums. You might have noticed I have invited Gerald Asamoah to be guest in my delegation. But since July the 18th of this summer, especially the people of our capital, Berlin, cannot escape the long roots of relations between Ghana and Germany. One of the most frequented streets in central Berlin, your ambassador will confirm that, just around the corner of the Foreign Office, has just been renamed after Anton Wilhelm Amo. Amo was the first philosopher of African descent teaching at German universities. Born in Axim in 1701, he was brought to Europe on a ship of the Dutch West Indian Company and somehow ended up at the court of Brunswick in Lower Saxony. He became a member of the court, later studied and taught philosophy and law at the universities of Halle, of Wittenberg, later also in Jena. Amo made an impressive academic career. He wrote a doctoral thesis on the relation of body and soul, and who had thought that in the early 18th century, a legal essay on the status of Africans in Europe. He contributed to the philosophy of enlightenment, like the other star thinkers of his time, Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz and Christian Wolff. And yet, after some decades of academic work, in 1746, Amo lost some important supporters of his work and returned to the Gold Coast. He settled in Fort San Sebastian near Shama. Reports say the locals in Shama thought he was something of a sorcerer or fortune teller. My guess is they didn't know what to make of this German accent. But joking aside, the circumstances of his original resettlement to Germany are opaque. Whether he was brought as a so-called human gift to the court, or whether his family even volunteered to send him abroad, in any case, Amo used the opportunity presented to him in a very, very remarkable way. I'm glad Anton Wilhelm Amo is now finally receiving the visibility and the credit he deserves. There is not only a street in Berlin named after him. Halle University awards an annual scientific prize by his name, and several biographies featuring his life and achievements have been published in recent years. In a way, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, this early episode in Ghanaian-German relation has a lot to tell to us. We come from a past where our relations were deep. Remarkable individuals like Amo show us that learning, scientific and cultural exchange have early on made a difference and contributed to both societies. We can and we should build on it. Mr. President, in our conversations before the luncheon, we have talked extensively about our ties in politics and economy and security and in the global affairs. These official ties, however, need a strong foundation in civil society contexts. This is where the relations between Ghana and Germany really stand out. In culture, in youth exchange, in the exchange of religious groups, in tourism, education, and in science. There is almost no area of life which is not enriched somehow by the exchange between German and Ghanaian civil societies, and that is really great. I am therefore delighted that I will have the chance to experience firsthand some of these projects and initiatives this afternoon and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will meet the Ghanaian students in Kumasi who learn our language in order to continue their studies in Germany. And I will visit Kwame Nkrumah University in order to witness joint German-Ghanaian research on vaccines for tomorrow's epidemics. Let me thank you, Mr. President, and your government for giving room to this exchange of our peoples and society. I'm sure it benefits our societies very much and brings them closer together. Having said that, let's raise our glasses to the health of President Mahama and to the friendship between the people in Ghana and Germany.
All right, guys, see, when I tell you people that Ashanti is a country inside a country, to the point that, guys, I didn't even know that they have their own flag that is recognized globally, gazetted. Looking at the way the great king Asantehene otumfo Oseitu to the second is being respected all over the world, tells you that Ashanti people are not just great, but they are, identified by people all over the world. Go to the Caribbeans, just like we heard the German president say, go to all over the world, they are respected. The UK, name it. Wow. And whenever I see the king in his speech, in motion, in everything whatsoever, every way whatsoever, I feel very excited. I feel very happy. And that's why I come here to update all of you, my great Ghanaians, Ashantis. I know most of you, yes, will not relate. You can't relate. But for those who can relate, I am here to keep your timeline very interesting, very juicy and spicy with what is up as a proud Nigerian who identifies and loves the culture of Ghanaians, the Ashanti kingdom, as the Ashanti people from the motherland Ghana. Oshe Bades, guys, I can go on and on, but I just needed to come here and update us with all these, trending updates with the Ashanti, with the king and all whatnot, right? What do you think at the end of the day about all we've seen here? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you do, and stay subscribed. And thank you very much, and God bless you.